New charges have been filed against a rural Scottsbluff man who's already facing a litany of charges, including pulling a gun on his wife and exploiting a vulnerable elderly woman by forging names on real estate documents. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, charges have been filed in Scottsbluff County Court against 50-year-old Barry Neal, charging him with 3 Class 1B felony charges of first-degree sexual assault of a child. Court documents showed that the girl had stayed with the Neals between 2011 and 2014 and was subject to sexual assaults multiple times. The victim, who is now 16 years old, told investigators that she had been scared to speak up when she was younger. Now she is ready to tell the truth and is not scared anymore. If Neal is convicted on the latest charges, he would face 20 years to life on each of the 3 charges. He was arraigned on these felony charges on Friday in Scottsbluff County Court. Well, a pair of high-priority public hearings will highlight today's meeting of the Scottsbluff County Commissioners. First up will be a hearing on the sale of the former DHHS building and any adjacent lots for parking. Commissioners are expected to set the parameters of the sale, including the final date, as well as what they consider to be fair market value for the property. That will be followed with a hearing on the 1- and 6-year road improvement program for fiscal year 2023. Additional topics will include a discussion of the proposed 911 dispatch agreement with Box Butte County, an interlocal agreement for a drug and DUI court, and an official vote on staying with 21 county license plates. We'll have more news right after this.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you take advantage of every adventure. We know you have plans, goals, and dreams. Let us help you with them. Whether it is building, buying, or renovating, we have the home loan or home equity line of credit to fit your needs. Stop in and see us at Platte Valley Bank and let us help make your dreams a reality. You belong here. Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You deserve to have a building that will last for generations. With more than 110 years of experience and thousands of satisfied customers, Morton Buildings is the industry leader you can trust. If you're planning for a garage, farm shop, horse barn, storage building for your RV, boat, or collectibles, there's no better time to buy. Contact your local Morton sales office or visit mortonbuildings.com to get started today.
Welcome back. Nebraska Public Power District officials will be in town today to make presentations on proposed new transmission line projects in the area. Officials tell KNEB News the new line would impact the city of Scottsbluff, primarily in the south and west side of the community. The new line would give the utility a transmission ring around Scottsbluff and Gering, and construction could be anticipated to be similar of that of a line installed a few years ago on the eastern and southern sides of Gering. Officials will be making their presentations to both the county board and the Scottsbluff City Council meetings. Well, Nebraska voters will be deciding this November whether valid ID will be required to cast a vote in the future, and if the state's minimum wage should gradually increase to $15 an hour. Secretary of State Bob Evnen said that the county election officials completed their task of verifying signatures in both the voter ID constitutional amendment and Nebraska minimum wage statute initiative met requirements to be placed on the general election ballot. Both efforts had in excess of 10,000 more valid signatures than needed, and while the minimum wage issue hit the 5% threshold in 44 counties, the voter ID question hit the mark in 76 counties. Public hearings will be held in each of Nebraska's 3 congressional districts, and a brochure about the initiatives will be distributed to county election offices. The dates and locations of the district hearings will be announced at a later date. And both major party candidates for Nebraska governor will be in town this week. Today, Republican nominee Jim Pillen will join Governor Pete Ricketts for an ice cream social at the Legacy of the Plains Museum in Gering from 3 to 5. Then on Friday, State Senator Carol Blood, the Democrat nominee, will host a town hall at the Gering Civic Center from 6 to 8 to meet local residents, hear their concerns, and hear directly from her about how to make a better Nebraska for all.
Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge. What is Hydrozen? It's total body relaxation. It's total body recharge. It's floating weightless on water. Floating your aches, pains, stresses, and worries away. Hydrozen is a revolutionary new therapy using Epsom salt saturated water as a way to relax and rejuvenate your body. And it's now available in Scottsbluff. It is for most ages and has many benefits to the mind and body. Visit hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT.
Better sleep and better health can be found at Western Sleep Medicine in Gering. Since 2006, Western Sleep Medicine has offered the lowest cost sleep testing either in their independent sleep laboratory or the privacy of your own home. You have control over your health care and your out-of-pocket cost. All insurance is accepted for a much lower cost than the regional option. If you need a sleep study, ask for Western Sleep Medicine. They've helped thousands of people over the years and want to help you. Western Sleep Medicine. Better sleep, better health.
This is KNEB.TV Ag News from the FNBO Ag Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
Growers are just beginning to plant the hard red winter wheat in the Panhandle. Chris Cullen, a grower in Box Butte County and owner of Cullen Farm Seed, discussed planting in dry conditions.
A lot of the guys have just kind of got started, especially where it's a little drier in certain parts of the county, and then depending on what your conditions are, whether or not you're full tillage or reduced tillage or even no-till. It's just another challenge similar to what we had in 2021. And
Cullen said as you get ready to plant.
Well, I mean, just make sure you study your planting depth. I mean, there's a lot of these varieties that'll struggle coming from more than 2.5 inches of soil. You know, in a dry, a seed, a coleoptile will come through more dry dirt than it will wet dirt. So, we can handle, 2.5 inches at times with some of these short coleoptile wheats in dry conditions. If your seed bed's not real firm or it's loose, just make sure you don't get your seed in too deep. That's probably our biggest challenge that we'd have. And
in terms of coleoptiles and planting depth, Cullen said,
well, everyone's, inquiring a lot about the longer coleoptile wheats, which the one that we have is Good Streak. And then there's another variety called Pronghorn that you can plant deeper and that'll come through more soil. But consequently, with the challenges of 2022, we lost a lot of the seed production this year to freeze, and then the hailstorm that followed it on top of the drought that we had earlier in the year. And so some of those varieties are not as available as they were before.
The week will start out hot, but cooler temperatures and a chance of rain is in the forecast for later this week.
Have you been waiting for years to get new windows? The incredible Renewal by Andersen Dog Days of Summer Sale is here. Summer ends soon, winter is on the way. Renewal by Andersen's Dog Days of Summer Sale is amazing. 20% off every window and door. No money down, no interest, no payments for 2 whole years. This is the only time of the year when Renewal by Andersen offers 24 months same as cash. Visit rbawyoming.com now. Call today to schedule your free in-home consultation and don't wait. This deal ends August 31st. 2 years, no payments. That's nothing to growl about. rbawyoming.com.
Let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. First State Bank is now Riverstone Bank. Community strong with the same people you know and trust. And finally tonight, after many meetings and evaluating conditions and intelligence, the Western Nebraska Engine Academy has been postponed for 2022. Organizers are currently evaluating conditions and will set a new date in the coming months. The Academy has been a huge asset to many agencies and has provided training for the real deal, including the Carter Canyon fire earlier this summer. Organizers said it was a tough decision to postpone, but they are anticipating hosting the exercise in the near future to support all area fire departments. Well, that is it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you here next time.